Hello, I'm Max from Pixelview. Today I'm going to show you how to stream from OBS together with a capture card to your remote viewers so that you can share your grade or your edit to people watching remotely. So what you're going to need is some sort of capture card, because what you want to do is capture your SDI signal that you get out of, for example, DaVinci Resolve and back into your computer so that you can stream it with the software OBS. So here I have the Blackmagic 4K. Which has both outputs and inputs. So what you would do is you have one output going to your reference monitor, and then using the loop back that you have from the monitor, you go back to the input here. So that way you get the signal back into your computer. And you can also use like something smaller like this, which is the Blackmagic Recorder 3G, which just has like a Thunderbolt and an SDI. Or if you have a stationary computer, you can use one of the Decklink cards. For example, an 8K one will have both the output and the input in the same card. So first step is to go to Pixelview website and sign up for an account. And then we go here to setup instructions. So here on the left-hand side, you have setup instructions for different kind of platforms, like are you streaming from Premiere, from Avid, or in our case from OBS Studio. So first thing, download OBS Studio here. It's free and open source, available to everybody. And once you installed it, let's add the capture card as the source in OBS. So let me do it from scratch here. So we go to, here you have your sources, and you go to the plus, and you do Blackmagic, and just click OK. And here it shows up. So right now it's just black. Let's start Resolve as well and have a look. You should hopefully get some signal here. Good. So now we have the stream coming out of Resolve, out on the output, looping on the SDI, back on the input, and into OBS as well. Here there are a few settings we can change. I'm going to lead mode to auto actually, and then color space, we're going to put this to 709. We do starting to support HDR streaming as well, so you could do 2020. I'll show that in a later video, but for now you can do 709. This should match what you have in Resolve, so let's put limited for now. And then we also want to allow 10 bits as well to get the best quality. Great. Let's just verify here in Resolve as well. We have the same settings. So here we want to do video as well, or limited as it's called in OBS. And we want to do 10-bit as well and single link. Great. Now let's go back to Pixelview to get the rest of the settings. So it's basically only this thing that you need to copy for OBS, which is a string where you have the server you're streaming to with Pixelview and your unique passphrase and settings. Just copy this, and then we go back to OBS, go to Settings, Stream, and then we want to select Custom here. And then for server, we paste this whole string. That's everything we need to do here in server, and we leave this field blank. We also leave this blank because we already have the authentication baked in here with your passphrase. Next up, we're going to go to set up the encoding. Usually you start out with simple, and here you can click advanced. Then if you're on a Mac, HEVC, H.265 is the fastest, and it's also the best quality. So we're going to choose that using the hardware encoder in this. This is an M4 Mac laptop. So you could do just H.264 here if you don't have these options as well. Then we want to leave this at CBR. The bitrate, like most customers, use between like 5 and 12 megabits, something like this. It's important to keep in mind that, like, yes, you will get better quality of the stream, but it will be slightly harder for your viewers to watch. So if you're having problem with your viewers not being able to keep up with the live stream, if they're on like a slow network, you can reduce this. But let's just put here 8000 for now, which is 8 megabits. We want to keep the keyframes to 1 second. And then we have a few profiles, and we just actually launched this. So now we have support for 10-bit and also 422 10-bit. So we're going to choose the maximum here, 422 10-bit, and we're going to unclick this one just to make the stream work a little bit better. So that's for the video settings. So now we're streaming H.265, 422 10-bit. Audio, we can just leave it as is. Actually, there's one thing here. We should switch this, actually, the audio encoder over here. We should switch this to Opus. You can leave it to either or. We're going to transcode it on the server, but for best performance, please put Opus. Then for video, we're going to make sure, this is a bit confusing, so you have the base canvas resolution, which is basically this screen, but then it scales it for the output, so we want to choose HD here as well. And this footage is 25 FPS. Next thing is to make sure that, since we show 42 color in the stream or the output settings, we want to make sure that OBS as a system operates with the same color as well. So here we're going to choose this options, P216, which is 422. And keep 709 here. This is also where we're going to switch for HDR settings later on. And that should be it. And now we can click start streaming here, hopefully. Good, and then we go back to Resolve, or to Pixelview. And then you saw it change on the screen. So this confirms that we are receiving the stream. It's an HEVC stream, HD 25 FPS at roughly 8 megabit with Opus audio. And we also get this thumbnail here showing that we're receiving stream. So this thumbnail updates like every 20 seconds or something, I think. So it's a still image for now. We're going to put a video player here quite soon, I think. And then just to verify the stream, we have this link here to watch it. So just let's open that up. Let's read Max. And here we go. So now we're streaming here from DaVinci Resolve, going out to our 4K mini monitor, looping back into our computer to OBS here, and then streaming out to our platform so people can watch it online over here. Super simple to get started, and you can also start a video call here with your people to have everybody join the same stream and talk with each other and give feedback live. So that's it for this first video. Please check out the rest of them for more information about Pixelview. And please send us an email if you need any help setting it up or have any questions. Always happy to help or get on a video call with you to help you out. Okay, see you later.